Subscribe if you enjoy, please.
Look at my hair. See, it does not stay the way I want it to. Yes, I'm trying to open this without ripping it so I can put it back. Because I'm not going to eat it all. Maybe I might. Man, it's so crazy. You don't even know the crazy day that I had. Wow. My day was good. Let me show you what I got from Temu. Let me see if it'll download fast. Who am I dating? Nobody. Never mind. Well, today was just crazy. This guy, well, what's his name? Miguel. He's on a trip. I don't know. I should ask him if he minds that I say anything on the live. In Italy. I literally was like, what do you do for a living? Because that's where I need to be. But anyways, it was funny. No, I have not yet. He's real. I already told him. I'm not interested. Even though he's still going to keep trying. I think it's funny. Yes, I dyed my hair. I might dye my hair again. I messaged Temu to see if there's anything else that I need to do to get paid. So I might go to the salon and get it professionally done. Because I also need to get numbing cream for my ear. Because I'm going to get my ears pierced. And then I have to get my feet done again. So I got some earrings. And people have been giving me earrings and I'm like, bro, I don't have my ears pierced. But I really want to get them pierced, but I don't like needles. So that's why I'm going to use the numbing cream. I got some cute stuff. I really did. But hey, yeah, I hate needles. I'm terrified. Oh, this one, I've had this. This is from Temu. But I'm getting some new stuff. I got these really cute jeans. Oh my God, I live for that. Some new shorts. Because my shorts, they got they got auctioned off in the car, so I got something else too. You ain't gonna believe it. Oh, look at this dress. I got a new dress too, by the way. I was trying to get, okay, so let me get the heels up. I wanted to show you these because I needed a new outfit for these, but I don't know. I might just wear the pants and the red shirt that I got with these. Who cares? Right? Anyways, look. These are vintage. Well, I shouldn't say vintage. They are 2000s, early 2000s, because look, it says Club Zone. Now, I don't care what kind of shoes you're going to say these are. I bought them from the flea market. You know how much I paid for those? $1. $1. You can't beat that price. I have a lot of heels now. Great. But someone gave me these ones too, look. Sparkly. Ooh. Ever since I got this heart ring, I've been seeing heart stuff, heart jewelry everywhere. Look at this Hello Kitty bag. Stop getting started. Oh my Lord. Now I see this, but they don't have my size. Here we go. The hardest part is waiting for things to come in the mail, but it was sent to my thing. Oh, look at this one. Somebody would be like, what are you wearing? I don't even know. Man, I just wore that red dress and she was like, what are you? Like, it's just a dress. Why do you gotta make everything? So, I got these nails for like St. Patrick's Day. Because like March is coming up. So, I got these. Let's see what else I got. I got this shirt. It's literally cute. It has lace. And then I got this dress. Which I've wanted this dress for a while. But, oh, I forgot to get the biker shorts. I think. So, I got a set. Okay. Well, it's not bad. It's a sleepwear set. Let's see. What else I got? Oh, I did. I got them. Good. It's for so I could wear it under my dresses. Because that one looked too short. And I had the other one, the red one's kind of short, so I need to wear something under. So I got these biker shorts. I don't want to get leggings and then it's going to be too hot soon. So, and then, oh, you're going to love these pants. They're cool. There was an orange purse. Oh my God, these purses are cute. I want to buy everything from Temu. I got to control. All this cute stuff is crazy. A Hello Kitty phone case. They know how to get me. Oh, I got the fake nose piercings. Because I really I don't like needles. So, a fake nose piercing. Got those. I got some shorts, like denim shorts, because I didn't have any shorts. I got this shirt. I wasn't even expecting to get paid. I forgot today was the day I got paid. No. I don't know what size to get, so I got a 4X because I usually get a 1X or a 2X. And sizing is different on Temu. Look at these shorts. They got like that design on the back. Let me see if I could. Then I got these shorts. They have, it looked like a bandana design, but even so, I still like them because of the pocket. That's it. Oh, no, that is not it. Got two more. I got the black ones, I think. Well, gray. They're not black, they're gray, but anyways. And then I got this denim skirt. Lord, I love this one. And it's shorts. So in the back, it's shorts. It's like a skirt. And then, let me see if I can show you the shirt again, because it doesn't want to load. There we go. And I got this shirt, so that's all I got. Well, I got something else, but it's a sleepwear thing. If only it didn't have that thing in it, because I'm not gonna wear that thing. I'm just gonna wear the other part. Sorry. I'm not gonna wear that. But let me see if I could cover it. How do I cover this? There you go. See, it's a little red sleepwear thing. Sorry, the other part, I'm not gonna wear that. That's all I got. Anyways, I'm not gonna show that. But, well, it's pants, but model. Oh, and then I saw these earrings, but my ears are not pierced yet. They're ace cards, but they're earrings with chains. Isn't that cool? I always see everything and I'm like, it's okay. Look at that dress. But that's too long. I get short stuff because summer is coming. Is that the Virgin Mary necklace? It is, but it's like heart-shaped. It looks like, but like heart-shaped. Look at all of this stuff. I see this off, but I wouldn't buy it because it's long sleeve and summer is coming. But I'd probably wear that if it was winter. I sure would. And it would go with those pink shoes. I've been seeing a lot of Juicy Couture stuff, and I'm like, bro, I have to have it. I don't really, but look at that lipstick, too. What is this? Breast firming skin cream. I need to figure out how to style that shirt, because I got this shirt for like cheap, because they're having a closing down sale, and I don't wear crop top stuff, so I'll show you the shirt. I do like it. I'm going to try to figure out how to wear it with my new boots that I got, which I paid $5 for, which is not bad. I love that backpack. Anyways, let me show you my new shirt. Let me get it. I didn't pay that much for it, to be honest. And I don't know how I'm going to wear it now. Let me see if I can find it for you. Here we go. Well, I don't have a lot of stuff. I shouldn't say that. I have hardly. So, I don't really wear crop stuff, but I know it will fit. Anyways, this is the shirt. This is it. It stretches. It has adjustable straps. Cool. Anyways, I don't know. I will figure out how to wear this, because I think it would go good with my boots. Anyways, and I gotta organize everything in here. Why do I eat loud? Because I want to. Oh man, this hair is getting in my face. This is how it dries. Hold on. Look at all this hair. What am I doing? I never know. Okay. Thank you for joining my fan club. It's cold. I'm just kidding. Kayleen. She's not blonde. And her name is not Kayleen. Someone was like, I see you're not using your Victoria's Secret lotion. I have eczema. It doesn't help. I haven't went to the doctor for that. I have eczema and my skin peels. So people do care enough because they're like, you're still ashy. And I'm just like, it's eczema. I can't do anything about that unless I get some cream. My skin was peeling off. It was wild. Anyways, I got gum stuck in my tooth. I use my water flosser. I need to use it. I'm like, what? I need the hair tutorial, please. My hair, that's why I want to blow out so badly. I can't do it on myself. It just doesn't work. I need a stylist. I know, but I need to do a blowout. I don't know how to do that because I had the Revlon brush, but I don't know how to do that. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't come out. Maybe it's because I don't have the patience. No, I almost got this dress. Sorry, I have gum in my mouth. I almost got this dress. It looks like it came from these 70s Flower Power. It had the sleeves. It was long sleeve. It was brown. It had the flowers on it. Everything. And I was like, I should get that. And I was like, I should get a headband from the top. The headbands they used to wear. And just dress like I'm from that era. What? I am covered. I'm not showing anything. Hush. I went to AliExpress, I think it was. And I bought those light up shoes. Everywhere I went, compliments. They were like, I like your shoes. This was when my friend was live. It was so crazy. She's like, those are cool shoes. I was like, they light up. And I charged them. She couldn't believe it. She was like, they got a charger? I was like, some days, I really miss her. Interesting. She was a very cool person. Oh my god. This wig, I love it. If only I knew how to apply wigs properly. Oh my god, look at these foam platform flip-flop shoes. They have pink ones. It's Hello Kitty. And it's pink. That is 2000s right there. I think you're mistaking a rich girlfriend with Miguel. We're not dating, so he's still gonna try. He's on a trip. He's in Italy. He sure is trying. I'm telling you that. He was just like, I wish you were here with me. And I'm like, I wish I was there, but not. Because I wanted to, well, I can't fly because I'm afraid of flying. And I probably won't travel out of the country because I'm like, I want real authentic pasta. Not the fake Americanized pasta. The real deal. He was like, the pasta, you're speaking my language. Stop. I don't like being messed with. He was like, I'm having some real pasta. And I'm like, you know exactly. I'm not being catfished. I don't want people to feel bad because they get bullied. I want you to like me because you like me, not because I'm getting bullied. Or love me, not like, but love me because me, not because I'm getting bullied. I don't want to say he feels sorry because he always talks about the hate on the lives. I'm like, but you know what I mean? And I'm not uncomfortable about that situation because I already stated otherwise. But that's his own thing. If he wants to keep continuing, I can't stop that. I am not. What am I post about? Nobody. Bob the Builder. Can he fix it? Maybe. I don't know. I'll open tabs up, but there isn't anything like that in there if you think that's what you're gonna see. You wanna see a Chumba Casino? That's what I play. Because, like, me, and I'm not saying Miguel is a sucker, but whenever someone likes me or is in love with me, man, they become stalkerish. I don't know what it is. It's just like, help. Well, I have a lot of people that like me, actually. Like this one guy, he would just stare at people on the bus. He chews on his and he stares at people on the bus, and he just stares at me, and I'm like, oh. So then, when I'm at the park, I guess he lived nearby, he would ride his bike around and act like he's riding his bike around. I said, no. My brother was like, oh, he's not. I said, look, I told my brother, he's not riding his bike around because he wants to. It's because I'm here. That's why. So then my friend had a car wash because her ex died, and I was helping her with the car wash. And he shows up and he's like, oh, I'm going to bring a car and have it washed. And I told her, no, he's not. He just came to say that because I'm here. Sure enough, he didn't bring the car. He was just talking because he wanted to see me, and I'm just like, I don't want to see you. Men are just weird like that. Like, help. Where do these creeps come from? It's just like, what girl? These are not fantasies. These are real creepy people. I had a stalker in a truck too. By the airport, it's kind of dangerous there. And this guy, I don't know, he knew every time I was going to the store, going somewhere, because he would drive out. And the first time I encountered him, I was crossing the street, and he's like, psst, psst, come here. I'm not going to your truck. Oh, there was this other creepy old guy at that time too. That he would always ask my mom, he's like, where's your daughter? And you're old enough to have grandchildren. And not a young grandpa, he's an old grandpa. But anyways, it is true. I'm not gonna lie. But in the same instance, it's just like, I know how hurt I was, right? And it just pisses me off that I know how I felt when I felt that way. Why would I want to treat someone that way? People, especially these TikTok men, pretend to like you online and make it seem like they're interested, and then they say, woe is me, I'm gonna be single forever. I tend to be hard on myself and say that stuff because at a moment not too long ago when I had that breakdown, yes, I did feel crappy and crummy, and I shouldn't have said that, right? I shouldn't have said that at all, to be honest, but I do feel that way sometimes. It's just like things haven't been going the way that I wanted it to in the past, anyways, and I'm just so used to it not working out, so I tend to have that mindset, oh, it's not gonna happen. Because I'm used to it. I'm used to that constant hurt. Well, I'm not talking to you, so I don't care if you don't care. I was not talking to you. You know what I mean? That's just what I deal with. Well, actually, Miguel wanted to hop on a plane and fly here, so next, he did tell me that he was like, I'll come right down there. So you want to say something else? And he who shall not be named said he wanted to meet up and that he was going to fly to New Mexico. You want to try again? If they wanted to, they didn't, right? So what? You said, oh, they would have flew down there? They said they was, but they never did. Or at least one of them didn't, because I said, no, it's okay. My brain is not there. Well, you know what I mean? Not like I'm crazy or anything. I just have depression. That's it. That's all. Oh, and PTSD. But it's just like when you really care about someone else, my brain, I can't be in a relationship and not be 100% committed. That just does not make sense to be just to date someone and be like, oh, and not really have any feelings towards them. That's my brain right now. For me, and family aside, because I know my family loves me, I'm not talking about that kind of love, right? For me, it's just always been disappointment after disappointment, and that's why I talk negatively about myself, which I know I shouldn't do that, but I do. Like that breakdown, I was literally hurt. What was I supposed to do? Things happen, it's just like, it's like this whole change. Oh, but this was going on not too long ago, and then how do we get from here, point A to point B? And now it's a whole 180, and it's just like, what is going on? Yeah, show them my new nails. So that's why I said something negative, and why I thought I would never be loved, because it always happens that way. I just expect that, that's all. I really have this up. Oh, that was my thought process, and I shouldn't have said that. It was kind of mean. But when you have that for so long, it just hurts. Because there was this place we were living at, and me and my brother had made friends with this guy, right? And just everybody, including my mom, right? For me, I kind of thought so, but then I was like, nah, because I did kind of like him. And my mom, she was like, he likes you. I think he's a nice guy. And I'm like, my parents met him, talked to him. He opened up to me about a lot of things. He was in a concentration camp at one point. Because we went to go see the movie Selma, right? All of these things. We had a pool table where we were at, and so we played pool. There was a whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, so, I don't know, my dreams, some of them had become real dreams, because I had a dream about meeting this person before I met him. And what was weird about this dream, so I like Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. And you remember that one part where she's talking to Mr. Wolf, or whatever his name is, not Stu Wolf, I forget his name, and she's like, I can't talk to you because you're drunk. So in the dream, there was the background of the apartments we were staying at, and then the elevator. So he's drunk. I don't know if he's coming down the elevator, going up the elevator with this girl, and they're both drunk. And I look at him and I said, I can't have a conversation with you because you're drunk. One night, there was something like that happened. I was waiting all night because I'm like, oh, he's late. It was a Tuesday. It was our pool night, whatever. He came drunk. And I was like, the dream actually happening. But besides the point, he even asked me, because he would take these free salsa dancing lessons, and I always asked him, like, oh, how did your dance lessons go? Because I think it was every Tuesday too. And he was like, oh, they went good. So one day he asked me, do you want to go? It's like free. You can donate whatever you want, or you can just like go. So anyways, he's like, even though I knew I wasn't really going to go, I was like, I don't have a way to get there, even though it was probably not that far from where I lived. The center, Hispanic Center, it was free. But it was just all these things, and people kept saying, I think he likes you. What happened? Nope, it's some blonde chick. crazy. I was like his friend too. 'Cause I just had this feeling. I just knew, and I'm like, dang it. I was so crushed. I couldn't even. And it was just like all these little things. Even the birthday message. I'ma tell you. So I went back because he lives in Germany. He was here on business. He was working at Sandia Labs. And so I remember one time I got this long thought out, and I'm talking this long thought out message from her birthday that was like, hey, so Facebook told me it was your birthday. We even had plans matching couple costumes. So we need to dress up together for Halloween. Hello. And he was like, yeah. I'm telling you, I was like, oh, what happened? Because his friend ended up dating another guy. I'm like, oh, she's not in the picture. That's why. I was like, I don't like being a second choice. It does not feel good at all. But I was stupid because I was blinded. I was like, well, maybe it could still work out. My eyes were covered in rose-colored glasses. I was blinded by the light. I couldn't see. I was stupid. You're surprised. I am a nut. People like me. Whatever you see online is not true. I'm telling you. You don't know me in real life. People like being around me in real life. I'm just telling you. I'm just myself. When they say be yourself, exactly that. People will know if you're not genuine about being yourself. People will know that. What can I say? I'm just myself and people like me. When my friend was alive, we did get in fights, but she still was my friend. She never stopped being my friend, right? But like I said, because I've been in these situations, especially online with these TikTok men. Oh my God. One of them was just like, I'm going to be single forever. And then doing and saying all these things and someone else too. But anyways, it's just like, what do you do? My brain is wired to that because I'm used to being hurt all the time, and it really hurt. That's why I was like, man, I'm just going to give it because I'm tired. And I have a better understanding now, but for me, I shouldn't say those things to myself. Because there was something that happened recently where I was like, man, I'm too late. And for me, I'm going to be totally honest. For me, I'm not good with telling people or expressing feelings because I never really, except recently, about opening up, like, hey, I love you, or I love you, or things like that. I don't know. It's just that fear of rejection and other things. And it's just like, I beat myself up. I'm too hard on myself. It doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. I don't have an AIBF. Well, in a sense, it never goes anywhere as far as just talking, if that makes sense. And it's just like, did everything you say was a lie? You made me feel this way, and then now I'm crushed. And it's your fault. Because why no girl ever deserves to have that happen to them. It's just like, these are not games. I'm not sitting here trying to just date every single person I could get. No. Some of us, I do. No. I want to get married. I want to have a life. I was going to say I want to have a wife. No. What I meant to say was that I want to have a life. You know, I want to... I don't know. I think anyone would date me. Thank you. But I'm just being honest, right? I don't know what to do with all of this stuff, this information, this... When Miguel said what he said, and then he's like, don't ever say that somebody doesn't love you because I do. It's just like me processing what is going on. You had never even met me in your lifetime. You only know me from social media, and here you are just expressing this. What is this? Hello? I couldn't process. And then there was something else that recently happened. It's just like, what is going on? I can't even. Anyways, man, if there wasn't so much going on, I really wouldn't know. When you hand me something with no instructions and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? This information is a lot. And it's not a lot in a sense of it's too much. Just in a good way. Like, bro, when it's, oh, this is everything you asked for, and then you get it and you don't know what to do. It's just like, oh. Anyways, besides the point, it was just like crazy because it's, I don't know. You don't even know me in real life, and here you are just saying this to me. I'll drop everything and come down. Slow down. Oh, I was like, no, you don't have to. It was just like one of those things. What is going on? because my brain couldn't process. And then, because there was other things too. And I have been talking to him about some stuff. I'm not going to say what. But anyways, there was some stuff that I needed to talk to him about because there's some stuff that I needed to get some clarity about something else, not about him. But I just feel so bad telling him this stuff because I'm like, I know how he feels about me, but when I'm telling him this stuff, I know it kind of hurts him that I'm saying that, but it's just like, I don't really have someone else to talk to about this thing. But he listens and understands. Don't you think if I was seeking male validation, I would have dated Miguel? What is your problem? Do you even know what male validation is? Because it is far from that. All I'm doing is just having a conversation. If I was seeking male validation, I wouldn't be saying what I said to him, mind you. There's only a few people that knows this situation. I just needed to know that I was not crazy, that I was not, well, not essentially crazy or making this up, that I was not getting the wrong idea and then being like, well, maybe, I don't know, in the past, when it's, especially with people from online, people always tell me, well, this is being friendly. And when they do this to you, this is being friendly, even though I know it's not. But my brain contradicts itself and tells me that because people have always told me that. They have always opened up and told me that, so I've never really processed. And so for me, I just was like, had to talk it out and be like, hey, am I going crazy? Can you confirm I'm not going crazy? Because I know. I'm like, and I told him I knew it. And I was just like, tell me. Even though he would have told me I'm crazy. He wasn't going to lie and be like, no, and just not tell me because he didn't want to hurt my feelings. I wanted an honest opinion. I just needed to know that I was not going crazy. I'm not going crazy over here. I'm called Mr. Mackey. You know what was funny? I had a teacher in high school that was named Mr. Mackey, and he even did a Mr. Mackey impression. It was funny. And you know what I found, which was also crazier? He shows us his girlfriend, and it's my middle school social studies teacher that he's dating. And I'm just like, I know her. That was my teacher from middle school. But my brain, I know it was not. Well, for me, it's like a self-doubt thing, right? I kept telling myself, I was pushing it or putting it in my brain, this is not what this is. And I was like, this is what this is. Then I was like, what if I'm misinterpreting it? What if it's not what it is? And I just get the wrong idea, and then I end up hurt. But no, the whole time, I was like, I should have just, my gut instinct is always right, and I should have just stuck to that. But then I had that second voice, and then I started doubting myself. If I was desperate, don't you think I would have dated Miguel? Hello. Think, McFly, think. I'm 31. I'm going to be 32 this year. Why would you say that? I know that's a joke. Yes, I'm 31. So what I was going to say was, I'm trying to think. When someone goes through a lot, if they really look a certain way when they go through trauma and stuff. Who is Kayleen? I was not with someone named Kayleen, so until you get their name right, I'm not going to answer, and I'm not going to tell you their name. I was not with a blonde-headed person named Kayleen. Just a little bit creeped out. No, it's not her name. Her name is not Kayleen. I'm getting creeped out. Well, if that's her name on social media, I don't know her by K, so... Oh! Now I know who that is. Yas. I know. I was like, wait, I know exactly who you're talking about. Randall is creepy and needs to get out of my life. I didn't know at first because I was confused, but now I know. Yes. I know exactly, because I don't really, so we're not friends. I don't really hang out. Well, I do hang out with her, but it's like we're not really friends because I don't hang out with her a lot. So I was like, wait, who? I'm sorry. We just had a little Valentine's thing. We played games and stuff. We had the Valentine's thing and we tied the hot dog to the string and we tried to catch it with our mouth. Oh my god. No, I don't have a girlfriend. Why is every girl I'm with my girlfriend? Stop. No, I don't have a girlfriend. Look at my little duck that someone gave me. It's a cute rubber ducky. Now I got two. I have a zombie one and then one with these glasses. And I got some more nails coming. I'm gonna wait till it's spring because I think these are spring nails, and I got some nails for like St. Patrick's Day, but look at these. They got strawberries, they've got ribbons, and they got hearts, pink hearts. Thank you. Yeah, look at these. Someone got these from my wish list. Thank you. They're red hearts with pink, and then these are pink hearts with red. That is cute. And then the strawberries. I did buy them for me for my wish list. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I did buy those. I bought them from TikTok shop. What happened was that I bought them from the TikTok shop, and someone had got them for my wish list. So I got this package, right? And I was like, well, what is this package? Because I was expecting my nails, but I knew they weren't coming right away. I just ordered them 2 days ago. Well, from the time that I had gotten these. So it's like, that was fast. I was like, I just ordered them 2 days ago and I have these nails, right? Because I opened up the package and there were the nails. And I was like, and I said, I didn't get no notification they were delivered. So I go, sure enough, it hasn't been delivered. Someone bought those from my wish list because I forgot they were on my wish list. And so I canceled the other order because I had these coming. So that's what happened. Do I like Shawty Bae? Okay, so she bullied me. She was rude and talked about my living situation. All that aside, I think she could be a nice person if she didn't listen to her comment sections most of the time, saying that somebody's talking about her. I really wish that she would think for herself and actually ask for proof before just jumping on a hate wagon, because people told her I was talking about her when I wasn't, and people in the comment section were even asking, where's this video, show proof, because they knew it was a lie. Nobody could provide anything, and then she just ran with it and started talking about my living situation, which I therefore and turned around and talked about her living situation because she was couch surfing. And I just thought, well, I'm going to do the same thing to you that you did to me. But all that aside, if she really fixed herself and worked on herself, I think she is a good person. People are literally here celebrating the fact that she drinks. The drinking is what's causing her health problems, and even the doctor told her to stop drinking. This is not something that we should be celebrating or enjoying because she is killing herself. If she really took care of herself, the doctor told her to stop drinking. Because I have talked to Jose Bae. He wanted to go live with me and do makeup, but I was like, I can't do that, the harassment, whatever. I'm very cautious about people receiving the hate on the other end because they go live with me. And I'm pretty sure he's not new to controversies because of Shawty Bae himself. I know that. But for me personally, if she really worked on herself, I understand. I'm that type of person. But for me, I'm very cautious about who I let in my life and who I'm chasing after when it comes to chasing for love. Because for me, I'm not just chasing any and everybody, because she never had love at home. And I know that because she talked about her mom hitting her with a computer in the head. And the way that her mom has treated her like a bank account, saying, can you pay for this funeral? And then not having no contact with her is crazy. And her own mother was using her for money. When you've never known love and the only love you've known is from men that use you for internet social media gain, you're gonna be blinded. She was sleeping with an older man at the age of 15. She said this on live, that she got caught. Her dad caught her with this older man that was way older than her. And for me, I know her whole situation, and it's a bad situation. Her dad got deported when she was like, well, the stories didn't make sense. People thought it was a suspicious story because she said her dad got deported when she was 10, but then her dad, I think it was her stepdad that might have caught her, but she said her dad caught her with an older man, and she was 15 and she got caught in bed. Anyways, this poor girl has never known love, and that's the sad thing is about being attached to men and then getting hurt and saying, I'm not going to date again, I'm going to work on myself, I'm going to be celibate. But then she goes back to that. The only I think people was like, why Shawty Bae? But you got to understand, if she has a good personality, it doesn't matter about looks, because looks matter only a little bit when it comes to someone's personality and who they are as a person. You treat people with respect, with kindness, you treat people the way that they should be treated, and all of that just goes away. Just like when you see someone, your mind, right? And yes, it is about physical attraction sometimes. Well, yeah, sometimes, because it's not 100% about looks. For me, I have to be attracted to someone, but it's not like I'm looking for the most attractive person in the room. They have to be a supermodel and supermodel, you know what I mean? They have to have certain features, and that is too unrealistic. And sometimes people gotta lower their standards. There are some people who are not conventionally attractive that will treat you horrible. Then there's some people that are conventionally attractive that treat you the way you need to be treated, right? And for me personally, right? Whatever. And it's just sad seeing her go through that because she's attaching herself to these men. And once someone gives her the slightest bit of affection or love, she just attaches to that because she's never had that. Especially with the way her mom treated her. Her dad was deported when she was 10. Obviously, she was already sleeping with older men. That should tell you something right there. I had a friend when I was younger, one of my grandma's friend's granddaughter. Her cousin was at 13. She would get all dressed up, put short shorts on, makeup, and walk the streets just to pick up men. And it was like, my cousin, right? She would ditch school to go with this older man. And it's just like, what? I don't know what goes through people's minds. That's serious. For me, I couldn't picture that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes some people don't even get the love that your parents give you is the love that you respect or expect from someone else. If you've never gotten that love at home and you've never known what that is, people that have been, a trigger warning, people that have been in abusive relationships are going to think that being abused when they're older in abusive relationships means love because that's all they've known all their life. And literally being proud to come online and be like, I love camote. Come on. And shaming someone at that. She's a nice girl, but sometimes she could be a bully. I understand that she knows that she's being bullied, but she also needs to know that she does bully people. She was on live watching this girl's OF content talking about you. Why are you watching her content if it's you? I don't think it was you. I think you were literally a little bit curious because you're watching this girl's OF content and saying you on live. Come on, we all know. This was on live. I don't even have to joke. This was literally live. She went on live and she had the laptop up, but it wasn't showing it. She was paying for someone's OF content and then said you to this girl's OF content. Why are you watching? You must be interested in the slightest because you wouldn't be watching that. And then be like, of course you're into that. There's nothing wrong with that. And she has said in the past, which I think she's kind of confusing herself, that she has been interested in women. But then it seems like, oh, I'm no longer interested in women anymore. She thinks you can just turn it on and off one day. That's not how it works. Oh, I'm no longer into women anymore. No, you were just probably curious. And if you're into men, then that means you were bi-curious because you were curious about whether or not you liked women, and now you don't. That's bi-curious. You was never gay. There's a difference. No. Well, sometimes people have to learn how to use wordage because it's not helpful, it's harmful. Because that wordage is something that people could use against the gay community and say that, oh, you choose to be gay. You can choose not to be gay. People say that all the time. No, you can't choose that. That's why people have to be careful with their wording. I'm not saying that's wrong what she's doing. That's wrong. She shouldn't do that in her life. That's not what I'm saying. Some people just got to be careful and learn the verbiage and what they're saying. Because when you're telling someone that you're gay and you're into girls, and then you're telling someone you're no longer into girls, then that's going to lead to harmful rhetoric when someone says, you guys choose that, when literally some of these people don't choose that. It's not a lifestyle they choose. No one wants to go through hate as bad as that community goes through. Nobody chooses to get hated that much. That's not how that works. You were born that way. Some people find out later in life. They never realize they're into the same sex until later in life. Sometimes it's late. That just doesn't mean that they're not. That just means that they finally came to the realization. It's just crazy. A soft life is basically self-care to your partner. Well, I don't want to say because does sound like a gold digger, which is not. Okay, so your partner makes the money, is rich, essentially, and it's for people. Some people want a soft life if they've been through a lot of trauma. And so basically, a soft life is self-care. Just taking care of yourself, not having the stress of working, not wanting to stress yourself out and just enjoy life. Just kick back, go to a spa, take trips, travel, do things that makes you happy and enjoy life without having to worry about the stress of going to a job and working paycheck to paycheck. I did want a soft life, but for me personally, I wouldn't care if the person I was with didn't have all the money in the world. They weren't rich. Because I don't want to seek out someone who's only rich. Because I don't want to be, or people to say, oh, you're just with that person because they got money. No, you could be in my situation and I wouldn't care. Because we can both grow together. We can both build together. I would rather that than... because getting into a relationship with someone who is rich and has all the money, I feel like it would be the situation of them just talking down on me. I'm the one with the money. I pay all these bills. I'm the one who brings in the bread. What do you do? Just having that dynamic of, you don't even make as much as I do. I make way more than what you do in a lifetime. And I don't want to have to go through that. I want to be able to build my finances or build with someone who is right there with me, who understands what I went through, who knows the struggles and is like, we can both build each other up and have a successful life together. That's just like my thing, because I don't want to date someone that already has money. And it's not, I don't care if you have money either. Look how I get treated with someone who has money. They don't talk down on me like that. I'm not saying every person with money. I'm just saying that's how I feel. So my life is crazy. What are you talking about, minding my own business? This stuff is online. Anyways, I don't know. Just, I'm trying to accept a lot of things too. Or trying to, well, not accept a lot of things. So for me, one of the things that not realize that I'm trying to work on is like someone gives me a compliment, especially when someone's like, oh, you have a pretty smile, or oh, you look beautiful. I don't know how to respond to that, or how do I say it? I don't know how to, I just say like, oh, thanks, or I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh. And sometimes I'll compliment them right back, which is not a good thing because I don't take compliments very well. And when you compliment someone back, that's actually not a good thing. But I'm just saying. Well, someone did. And actually in my comment sections, people have been commenting. If you look on my Instagram, you will see some of those comments. Someone did comment that and I was like, thank you. Someone did comment that on Facebook too. So they were like, you have a nice smile. And I was like, oh, thank you. Or people comment a lot often, oh, you're really beautiful. And I'm like, what do I do with that? I don't know how to respond to that. What do I do? I was not talking crap about Shawty Bae. Use your common sense. I said, I feel bad for her because she attaches herself to these men because she thinks that's what love is. I literally said that I feel bad for her. That is not talking shit. That is being truthfully honest. You may want to be one of those people that is sitting here and literally just hoping that she gets laid. And that's weird. It's not a jealousy thing. If I wanted to date a bunch of people, I would. I already told you what my plans were. I already told you what my feelings and my plans are. I'm not out here trying to date multiple people and sleep with them. That is easy access. I can do that all day if I wanted to. That is not my thought process. It's just being with one person that is the love of my life for the rest of my life. Spending my life with them. That is it. That is all. I'm not looking for multiple people just to sleep with and have all these relationships and then break up with them and then get with someone else right after. And I have not, in a sense, they don't want me. Well, anyways, I'm not gonna say that because I know. Gotta be mindful and ask if people want me to say some things, because, anyways. No, I don't have a GF. You wanna see my nails? They got kisses on them lips. And these are like 3D, or 3D. But they were cute. Thank you. I get compliments on my nails all the time. The last nails I wore too, this guy was like, I like your nails. This guy, and it's been guys that have been complimenting my nails. And this guy, I had wore these nails, and then he was like, I like your nails. And he's like, I need to get mine done. And I'm like, go, get them done. I never understood people shaming men for getting their nails done. Like, this guy has some really nice nails on, long nails. They were like cat eyes, they look like. And I was like, yes, please. More men just need to get their nails done. There's nothing wrong with having nails. I don't know, well, I was gonna say yes. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say if I was with someone, I would be like, hey, you wanna get your nails done? I don't know if some people would want to get their nails done, but it's the thought that counts. You know what I mean? Original experiences, you're jealous of me? Don't be. The amount of times, well, not the amount of times, it's been over the span of, this year has started out crazy in a good way. It was so crazy. Well, not how it started. Well, we're barely in February, about to get into March, and things that somebody told me, I'm just like, it's just shocking. And then on top of that, what someone else said, just like, it was crazy. Having multiple people say that they love me and that they're in love with me was like crazy. Lots of people love me, but in love with me, that was like shock. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. To be honest with you, I am. It's not I don't know if it's considered self-sabotaging because I'm not self-sabotaging anything in a sense. But I'm just like, there's no way. I'm not good enough for this person. And I just tell myself that because I'm like, I'm not good enough for you. You're in love with me, and I shouldn't do that to myself, right? But I have that mindset, and I need to work on that. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Because for me, it's hard to believe that someone is in love with me because of my past issues. And I never really had a relationship. It's just when people have expressed things to me, it's just like, they're gone. They're no longer in my life. And it's just like, well, then what was all that you just said to me? Was that not real? You were just telling me what I wanted to hear. And it's frustrating because when I literally genuinely care about someone, I'm not trying to waste my time with the person. If I'm in love with you, I don't joke around, I don't play, I don't mess around, I don't nothing. I am genuine. I'm not here trying to waste nobody's time. But to waste my time is just like, I put all that time and effort and you just threw it out the window. You know, like Kilani. I'll throw it out the window. Nights, afters. Well, I do believe I will because I have people that are in love with me that I know. I felt like I had screwed things up with what I said, and it kind of got brought up, and I was like, oh crap. Because for me, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Like, I screwed up. Because I had posted that video not too long ago. I had the breakdown that I was too ugly for someone to love me, and I shouldn't have said that. Because it got brought up, and I was just like, that's not what I meant at all. Well, that is what I meant, in a sense of, I'm horrible to myself. It's not true, though. And that person let me know that it's not true. And I believe that. I'm just saying, people would be shocked if I had a relationship. They wouldn't believe. They would be like, how? I don't even know how either. How? I'm not saying I'm in a relationship, but I wouldn't believe it myself. I would be like, what? My brain wouldn't be able to process that. But anyways, no, I'm not soft launching anyone. I don't have a relationship. By no means, no. If I did, you would definitely know that. It's not that hard. People snoop so much, they would know. That wouldn't be kept a secret. I don't have anyone right now, but you do have a type. Someone who is kind, someone who's caring, someone who is funny. Kind and caring is most important because how they treat some people, right? I can understand if someone's hurt you and you treat them a certain way, but I'm good. It's how you treat people. So, that's very important. So I'm not famous. I'm only famous on an app. Sometimes I'm grateful for the support and the app. Then sometimes it just gets in the way of my relationships. My social media wasn't a thing. Sometimes I feel like relationships would further. That makes sense. And I know nothing should stop someone from being with somebody. And like, well, I'm not saying that's what's stopping the person slightly, but my brain is not. I don't think about this person 24/7. By the way, not a 24/7 thing, but it's just like, if I really care about somebody, it wouldn't make sense to be dating Miguel and be like, you know what, I still love this person, but I also love you, but I love them. Like, you just can't be at two places at once. Your heart can't be over here and then over here. That's not how it works. It's this guy. So Miguel messaged my mom and said he was interested in me. He wanted to date me. And my mom said, well, I don't know, you're going to have to talk to her. So then he came to me and he basically told me, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't really like you like that. But I said, we can talk as friends. So we have been talking as friends for a while. And this was an unexpected thing. I never expected to be in love with this person, but it just happened over time and stuff happened. And it was just crazy because you can't control that. And it just happened out of nowhere. It was sudden. I couldn't explain to us because in the past I have like people and I thought maybe that was love, but it's not. Like, my brain probably was telling me yes. No, I just like them. This is an unconditional thing, if that makes sense. Like I said, and I was not lying about this, like, I would look for this person in every single lifetime. Because I know if I come back, I'm looking for you in that lifetime. If reincarnation is a thing, I'm gonna come back and look for you. You know how people say that? Because I saw people making posts being like, with their boyfriends, and they're like, I look for you in every single. I mean that to the core, to my heart. I mean that because I couldn't. We had to have been soulmates in a past life. This had to have been. Everything was just like, made sense. It was just like it made total sense, a lot of sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It really did. It just, why does this feel natural and not weird and not like I'm trying to force something? At first, this is a whole different thing for me, and I was just like, what? I was trying to figure this out, but then I knew. I was like, I can't keep telling myself this, and I already knew. I felt it in my soul, in my core. I felt it, and I was just like, it's just different than with other people in the past. It's not the same, if that makes sense. It's this whole other wow. It's like people, like you would do anything for the person you love, just like me. Do you know, if someone treated me like garbage and then, they came back, I'm not saying this person treated me like garbage, but I'm saying if someone did that to me, probably to myself and be like, well, like, I'm crazy. It's just insane. I just didn't expect things to happen, and I'm not saying I have a relationship by no means. I just gotta, but I'm just figuring. It's just so crazy. Like, it's just a process. Yeah, it's a process. Anyways, I'm getting tired. Good night, guys.
Don't forget to subscribe, please.